Hey guys, welcome to 31 Days of Tarot. This is day number 2. And the prompt for today is the top 5 tarot decks of 2018. So these could be decks that came out this year, or decks that you really just got into, or you just got this year. And I've had such a very weird buying practice this year. I'm really trying to get rid of decks I don't use, and I'm really trying to not just buy every tarot deck that I like one card from, because I just find that I don't use them. So some of these are decks that I have bought myself. Some are decks that two of them are decks that I never thought I would like. And I'm not going to go through all of the cards. I'll let you guys kind of research them on your own, because I know I've talked about them before on my channel. So number 1 is a historical reproduction by Yves Renaud. It is the Burdell 1751. This is the only one I have in a box. The rest are kind of all in bags. But I really love the look of this deck. It's got this really cool watercolor aesthetic. The traditional Marseille colors are there, but they're slightly muted, and I like the faces on these. The card that kind of got me interested in this deck was the Sun card, and I'm not going to dig through and find it. You guys can look it up, but it's got just a cute little face on it. So that's number 1. Number 2 is another Marseille deck and another historical reproduction. This one is by Pablo Robledo. It is the Dodal deck, and that was a present from Naya. I know I have talked about it before because I love it. It's one I most often keep in my bag when I need a Marseille deck with me. So that is that's another one this year that I have loved. A lot of these I got like the last couple of months of the year, which is funny because, like I said, I was trying to be good for the beginning of the year. The next one I'm going to talk about later on in the month, because there's another prompt which I already filmed, but you'll see it in the future. But for me, one of my best decks I got this year was a full-size first edition of the Rosetta Tarot by M.M. Moline. I have had a bunch of the copies of the small tarot in a tin, but this is the edition with the black borders, and I love it so much more than the current Papyrus edition. Oh, I hate saying that because her decks are amazing and beautiful. It's just a weird disconnect for me. So the next one, and the last 2, I did not think I was going to like either of these decks, and I frickin' love them. The first one is I was gonna kickstart it, and then I didn't. Actually, both of these I was gonna kickstart and then I didn't. And then like a weird circumstance came up where I was able to get it in a trade, and that's the Circus at the End of the Universe. Shit. What's the name of it? I got the box right here. Hang on. Oh, the Carnival. The Carnival at the End of the World. So nothing like the title that I just said, but sorta. So Carnival at the End of the World Tarot. It is a total art deck. I don't dig art decks. I really love decks that have really rich symbolism. And this has it a little bit, but it is mostly an art deck. But gosh, the paper is beautiful. It's just like the Pagan Otherworlds linen tarot, or Deck of the Bastard. If you have that, it's got that really thick linen. And I didn't think I was going to like it. It's got figures that don't really have any background, and that kind of bugs me. That really makes it difficult for me to read. But I just ended up loving it. The figures are whimsical but not ridiculous, if that makes sense. And I ended up really liking it. So I have kind of fallen in love with the Carnival at the End of the World, even though I don't know the name. Yeah. Anyway, the last deck, and this deck totally took me by surprise, is the Brady Tarot. I know I did a video. I may have done the video in the Tarot Nerds group, but I did an unboxing, and I know I've talked about that deck on my channel. Another deck that the paper is just, ugh, This one is velvety. It's different. It's not linen like the Carnival at the End of the World or Pagan Otherworlds. It's this cool velvety texture, but it makes them shuffle so nicely. It's thick without being nasty thick or unmanageably thick. The artwork is stunning. It's an animal deck. I'm not a huge animal deck fan. I have said that a ton of times. But the artwork, they're lino cuts, so linoleum printmaking cuts, and they're beautiful. Every animal has been researched and fit to a tarot card very appropriately. There's no shoehorning of meanings in this deck. The creator, Emmy Brady, I got to meet her at a bookstore close to my hometown, and she really studied every single animal and fit them to this deck perfectly. It's so well researched. The stories are great. Rachel Pollack wrote the book, so that's not, it's not a slouch. Such a great deck, Brady Tarot. So those are my top 5 tarot decks of 2018. Some are old, but I like them. I just got them. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next prompt.